A few years ago, a high-powered Silicon Valley executive got a call. His wife was in labor, their first child, was on the way. At the exact same time, he was expected at a client meeting that could make or break his career. And he made a choice. He went to the meeting. Years later, when he talks about that day, there's no pride in his voice, just regret. And not just because he missed his child's birth, but because it wasn't the first time he let life happen to him that way. He never learned how to say no, always saying yes, always prioritizing the urgent over the important, always chasing more. Greg McKeown has a name for this: the undisciplined pursuit of more. It's the silent trap so many of us fall into, believing we can do it all, be everything to everyone, until one day we look up and realize we've traded what matters for what's just louder. And that's exactly why today we're diving into this game-changing book, Essentialism, the Disciplined Pursuit of Less. This isn't another productivity hack. It's not a rise and grind manifesto. It's a wake-up call to protect what truly matters by doing less, but doing it better. And in this episode, we're going to walk through 4 powerful ideas from the book that'll help you cut through the noise, reclaim your time, and build a life that's actually aligned with your values. Oh, and hey, if you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I break down the best self-development books into short, practical lessons. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to hit subscribe so we can grow together. Greg says most of us live by default, not by design. We say yes to every opportunity, join every group chat, answer emails at midnight because we feel like we have to. But essentialists live differently. They ask a simple but powerful question: what is essential? Not what's urgent, not what's expected, but what is truly essential to me, to my purpose, to my life. And here's what blew my mind. Saying yes to everything is not being helpful. It's being vague, because when everything matters, nothing does. Honestly, once I adopted this question, what's the most essential thing I could be doing right now? It cut through the noise. It gave me focus. So maybe pause and ask yourself that too. Greg tells the story of a top executive who realized he'd built a reputation for always being available, always stepping in, always rescuing broken projects. At first, it made him feel valuable, but eventually he became the bottleneck. His calendar was filled with things other people cared about, and almost nothing that moved his life forward. Here's the truth: if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. And honestly, most of us struggle to say no because we think it's rude or selfish. But essentialists know this: saying no isn't rejection, it's protection. Protection of your energy, your vision, your mission. So next time someone asks you to do something, instead of defaulting to yes, pause. Ask, is this essential? Because every yes is a no to something else, maybe even something that matters way more. Greg makes this point so clearly. We can do anything, but not everything. And yet, so many of us still try. We take on every task, accept every invite, juggle 5 goals at once, and wonder why we feel overwhelmed and scattered. But essentialism teaches us that trade-offs aren't a failure. They're a fact. And embracing them is actually empowering. Greg says instead of asking, how can I do it all? The essentialist asks, what can I go big on and what am I willing to miss out on? Personally, this changed the way I look at my calendar. Now I don't try to cram everything in. I zoom out. I protect deep work time, and I accept that some things just won't happen, and that's okay. We need to learn how to design a life that really works. Greg says to become an essentialist, you can't just think differently. You have to build systems that protect what's important. That might mean scheduling time for what fuels you, setting boundaries at work, unplugging from distractions, or even creating rituals that help you reset and reflect. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional, so you don't end up at the end of the week or the end of your life realizing you were busy but never fulfilled. So what's essential for you right now? What's one thing you've been saying yes to that you actually need to let go of? You don't need to do more. You need to do what matters and protect it like your life depends on it, because honestly, it kinda does.